Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man and the Antz, continuing on with our ongoing series of Dirt Rally 2's Improvement School with Teacher Kapil, as always. Now, I got told off by Teacher Kapil last time because he asked me to do a night race last time, as you may recall, and I did my initial runs in the day so I could get used to the track, and I was told off for that. Slap on the wrist. Do not do that. If he says race at night, he just means race at night. So I assume that means if he says race in the wet, we only race in the wet. You don't get to look at the track in the dry. In some ways that makes sense, because as he pointed out, you know, your markers and stuff do look very different in the night, so you do need to get used to it at night. But I did also want to try and learn the track a bit. I don't think I realized how bright the lights were going to be on the car. So I didn't realize how much visibility it would have at night. So it wasn't as bad as I thought swapping over anyway. So last time, we managed to come first in the USA in our Ford Escort, which is the same car I think I used in my very first quick look at Dirt 2, if I recall correctly. So that was quite a bit of fun. Today, we are going to be going back to a course we've done before, which is the Descenso Porcata, which I think is the first one Kapil asked me to do. And rather than the, what did we do last time? Rather than the Lancia Fulvia we ran in, we're going to go back to the Lancia Stratos, which is going to be quite exciting. He has asked me to do it at night again, though, of course. Now, our previous time, which Kapil has nicely put in the comments, so I don't have to look it up, was 2 minutes 50.993. So 2 minutes 51, pretty much, to be, you know, roughly accurate. Now, we can't change it there, but we can change it elsewhere, I believe, can't we? So you need to do the Lancia, or did it? No, it was, we could only do it in a rally, wasn't it? That was it. So let's start a rally going instead then. We'll create a championship, add event. Spain, I don't know why you can't change the weather conditions in time trial. It does seem a little bit silly. So the Lancia Stratos we are looking for. Oops, that's not what I wanted. What do I have it on normally? Oh my word, I've got no idea. Full, okay. The Lancia Stratos. There it is. The H3. So we need to change the, change the options for the stage. There we go. So we want night. He hasn't specified the weather, but I'm going to assume clear and dry surface, just so you know I don't torture myself pretty much. So we are going to have an elevation change of about 190 feet. I'm assuming descenso means descend. So I assume we're going to be going downhill with this. I can't quite offhand remember what this track is like. I'm sure it will come to us as we go, though. Hopefully it will, anyway. So we will go for the Lancia Stratos. And we will have a look at the other liveries, because we haven't done that for the Lancia yet, I don't think. I do quite like the blues. Oh, I like that blue, actually. I'm not sure what that actually means there. Yeah, let's go for that lovely, is that the one? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, let's go for that lovely blue, which means our leathers should also be in that same blue colour as well, I would hope and assume. So, same format as the standard ones then, because we're doing it straight at night. We will do one run at the night to see what it's like. I'll do a few practice runs off camera, and then we'll come back and try and show off my newfound skills. That's the plan. Now, that plan doesn't always go according to plan. That makes sense. So we'll see. We're not going to bother with the shakedown just because we've ridden in this car before. Driven in this car before. Driven this car before.
Starts 50, 6 left 30, 2 right open, 6 long.
And we should roughly know the course as well. Once we see a little bit of it to get it in our heads, I guess. Is this the tarmac course? I think I already have a little bit of recognition. Well, I felt like I jumped the start there, but obviously not. That's nice.
Opens 6 long into 1 left long.
So you could see by the time that the current series leader posted, which was, hello. Oh, this is going to be fun. Which was 2:37, and our time previously was 2:50 in the other car. So we should see. Oh, I remember this one. Yes. Okay.
5 left. Into 5 right long, opens of a crest into 5 left, extra long.
And this one which always terrified me because of that corner there. Because of that corner there. Now, I've never actually managed to do that before, so that was an experience and a half.
60, 6 left.
So we can cut that one quite nicely.
6 left into 5 right tightens.
And then we get this corner here, which is always tricky. It's always tricky in a slower car.
Left, extra
So it's going to be a lot of fun in the Stratos, trying to keep that under control. And then we get like quite a nice flow-in bit. Well, I have to be careful because I'm going to break my lights in a second. Oh yeah, and it says to cut that, but you don't cut that because it's very dangerous.
6 left over crest, slow 50, 2 right. Into 2 left long.
And then
into 3 right.
Well, there go our lights. Okay. It's going to make the rest of this interesting. It's actually not too bad, the visibility. I think because it's tarmac and relatively open.
Extra long over crest, 60.
We'll see how we go without any light, shall we? Terrifying.
4. Into 6 right. Keep
Ooh.
30,
I mean, there are going to be a lot of crashes. But let's see if we can get to the end of the course, just so I can sort of, as I say, remind myself that I think this is the big rock turning. No, it's not. That's not yet.
3 right long, tightens 2.
So that's this one. No, still can't see that rock. Where the hell's that rock turning? The one that I crashed into like 80 times.
2 right long, opens over crest, 30.
Oh my word, the Lancia on... I don't know if I did the Lancia on tarmac before, but it's... Oh, it's sunrise. We're actually getting a little bit more light as we go.
Opens.
That's interesting.
Extra long, 30.
So I remember that, yes. Oh, it's going to be interesting.
Keep left.
I don't know whether I'm going to enjoy the Lancia as much on this track.
Into 6 left.
Maybe assume when I get a bit more used to it.
3 right long, opens.
Maybe.
Into 6 left. Into 3 right long. Opens.
Need to be a lot more cautious, I feel, than
6 left.
my current run would suggest that I am.
4. Keep right over 50. 3 left tightens. Into 4 right.
3 left tightens, into 4 right. Oh,
Left long tightens.
oh my wordy word. Did I stall it? I did, of course I did. Well, strangely, this time is pretty terrible. So this is where we have a few...
Right.
Yeah, this is actually the beginning of a different track, isn't it? Yeah, I recognise that now. It was a track we've done it before, I think.
Right to stop.
So, right, our time was 3:28. So we were at 40 seconds slower than our previous time, which was in a... again, Capil did put it in the comment helpfully, I think I did say previously. Or the Lancia Fulvia. Fulvia?
But it felt fast.
I think it says Fulvia. It's hard to tell from the distance. Like, 'cause I sit on the couch. I don't sit in front of my monitor when I do this. I sit on the little couch with an extra cushion behind me because my desk chair is useless for trying to do the racing in. So, there we go. That was our first attempt. Not very good, but we didn't expect it to be very good with a couple of crashes we had. So 3:28 is our current best time in the Lancia Stratos. That should be pretty easy to beat. 2:50 was our best time in the Lancia Fulvia. So we're trying to beat that time, which should be, and looking at the stage time for the leader there, we should be able to get at least 10 seconds under that, in theory. It's going to be interesting. I remember really enjoying this track when I did it previously, but the Lancia Stratos is a lot more of a handful, so we'll see how we go. So I'm going to leave you there, and then we'll cut back in when I've had a few attempts at it to try and get my head around the course in the Stratos a bit. Look at the damage I've done to the car already. When I've done a bit more of the course in the Stratos, and then we'll have another go at doing a full rally. See you in a second.
6 left, 150.
Nope.
Into 2 left, into 3 right to stop.
So I'm just going to cut you back in briefly just to say that I've just managed to do a full run without too many issues in the Stratos. It's only this was the first full run I've managed to do. Not too many crashes.
How did the car feel in that stage? 2
attempts I did very badly on, but 2:38 is immediately the time we've come in and done. So we've already, like I say, smashed our previous time of 2:50 by 12 seconds, pretty much. So that's not bad. It's only left us in third, so there's a little bit extra we can do there. So I'm gonna go back and do a few more runs, trying to get a bit more used to the car, and then we'll cut back in again, like I say, and we'll try and do just try and show you a nice full run.
Opens 100. 6 left, 50.
Nope.
Into 2 left long. Into 3 right.
No.
4 left. Into 4 left long, into caution, 3 right long, tightens 2. 50. 2 left long. 50. 2 left long. 60. 6 left. Opens 30. 60.
So we are back again then. So I have had a few runs at this, probably not as many runs as I normally did, but that's because it was less about learning the track and more about getting used to this car on the track. So I didn't really need to learn the track, so I've done it a few times.
6 left, 30,
so we're okay there.
Right, open 6 long.
I've had a couple of complete runs, including one which was significantly below where that leader's time was there. Still in the 30s, but it is several seconds underneath that, so we should, in theory, be okay.
1. Go. 56 left, 30.
I have also changed a couple of the VR options as well. Now, only one of those is really going to matter to you guys, and that's the fact that I have turned off the vignetting during crashes. So in the little crash montage that will have preceded this run, you should notice that the crash switches normally have like a little black circle,
into big cut, 5 left,
or a circle with a black outline. Ooh, that's close. On them, that should now be gone. So you should now be able to see the crashes in all of their glory. The other option I disabled was, I can't remember exactly what it called. It called it something like fixed motion within. I can't remember exactly what the wording was now. But I think, you know what I said before about it feels a bit weird in the car because the car is very moving around a lot. And a lot more than you are. You seem like a bouncing camera within the car rather than a driver. So I've changed that option. I think the car feels a little better. It's not a massive difference.
Into 2 left long. Into 3 right. 4 left.
But I think it's made just a little subtle difference. I'm pretty sure I did check the VR options when I started the game the first time. So it's maybe the VR options, either I didn't understand them the first time, or it could be that
keep left over 30,
one of the game's updates, there was one particular fairly big update which resolved some VR issues, and maybe that changed that or added options in there.
100.
I don't remember the vignetting in the crashing being there to start, but
30, 2 right long.
That might just be me.
30, 4 left, into 5 right, into 3 left.
So my first sector was actually slower than the race leader. That's ruined it, isn't it? Damn it. Up until that point, we were going pretty well.
56 left, 30.
Jump the start, so that's no good, is it? That's the first time I've done that. We should be able to beat that quite... Again, a jump start. Not jump starting this time.
2, 1, go.
No, I'm going to stall and not let go of the handbrake. Well, that's insane.
Right.
2 right, wasn't listening. Wasn't listening.
3 right, 4 left.
Oh no, I've messed that up now. Messed that up now.
Into 3
Cut the corner a little bit. Did a little bit of oversteer there. Final little section now.
30.
Oh, come on.
60. 6 left.
Nice little slide out of that corner. It's not quite what I intended.
6 left. Opens 30.
You are kidding me.
60. 6 left. Opens 30.
Oh my word, 3 times in a row. So, you know, whatever. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
To 6 left. Into 3 right long. Opens.
So the last one I did was almost perfect. There was just a slight, I'd say a slight,
30.
span in the track in the last sector.
6 long. Into 1
And then
long.
just stalled the car, so I just lost out. But up till that point,
Into 3 right.
it was all going very well. So we had a fairly good start. We missed the 3rd gear from the start, but not too bad. Nice around that first corner. Didn't hit the outside bank there. I stay in 2nd as we come down there. Could probably get away with going to 3rd.
5 left. Into 5 right long. Opens of a
Up into 4th through the village. You could, again, probably manage 5th, but it's a sketchy village. This left here, I often find myself losing control of the car a little bit, so I'm a little bit cautious.
30. 6 left. into 5 right tightens.
So this corner here, there's a little bump in the road there, that bump which throws us into that wall on the outside. It's done that a lot on this time and the previous time we were on this course. Have a habit of riding that outside fence, so I try and take it so we don't cut that corner even though he says, because it's suicide. Just flings you straight into the outside wall. So this is that 2, we'll go down into 3rd. Now I don't mind cutting that corner a little bit normally, but we missed that slightly, but that's okay. We can deal with that.
6 left long.
Didn't realise we were still in 3rd there. You can get up to 5th for this section. Little tad of brake for that Titan. Probably a little bit too much for this particular run. Definitely done that a little bit faster, but that's okay. No major issues. And 3rd isn't bad for some of these 3s, which Titan as well. Although, like you see, we hit the rev limiter there, so I will go there. But then we get a 2 right opens. Definitely shouldn't have changed down there anyway. It's a very dangerous time to change down. Because again, you have this issue with the clutch where because I'm using a clutch to change the gears. Oh, it does have some issues.
Into 6 left.
Like you put the clutch in when you're slightly turning the car, it will fling you out of control. As it would do in a normal car, obviously, but not the sort of problem you would have if you were using the paddles or buttons to change gears. So we're into the final section now. So there's a 1 left, so we'll go down to 3rd. Try not to hit the outside wall. Oh, we did a little bit. That's not too bad. Time is pretty...
Into 1 right over finish. Into 2 left. Into 3
Interesting finish. Interesting finish. So I think that's going to put us in 1st position. Just coming to the marshal in style there. Let's see if that keeps us in 1st. We'll stop right there. Thank you very much, mate.
I hope that was enough for us to win the championship.
Ooh, that
Let's wait for confirmation.
sounds like it might not be. Normally he's like very excited if you win. Oh no, it is! It is enough! Oh, there we go, 3:35. That isn't actually the fastest time I've done. Like I said, Goosen's there. He's got a time of 3:36. I don't know if it made it into the video because obviously it's taken me many attempts at recording to get to this point. But I in my testing, when you restart the rally, it does change the leaderboard. It changes the riders and changes the leaderboard. And I had one where the top time was 2:33. So it's 5 seconds below the one we first did and 3 seconds below this one. And I managed to come first in that. I got 2:29. I might, if I remember, I'll try and flash it up on the screen as I did it. So you might have seen it in the little montage earlier on, but yeah. So I was quietly confident about smashing Goosen's out of the park. And then it took me a long time to get around that track successfully, but we did it. We got there in our Lancia Stratos. We tamed the Lancia Stratos at night around the Descendo. Let me have a look at the name of the track again. Descenso por Carreta. There we go. Fantastic. Not another Lancia Stratos in sight there on the leaderboard. Why is nobody using the Stratos? It's a wonderful car. You should all be using it. Oh, that was a little trickier than I thought. Trying to do a track which you know, but in a faster car is interesting because you know what you'd previously did. We have a feeling of what you previously did, but then taking a car like the Stratos, which is faster and wilder, makes it quite an interesting affair. Let's pop into the replay so we can see how this goes. We're already happy around the track at this point, aren't we? What was the... oh, there we go. It is a beast of a car. With those night lights on as well, it looks really nice. Really nice. Cool, so there we go then. We have tamed the Stratos once again. And we've got another nighttime first place position as well. Feeling pretty good about myself right now, to be honest. So, Kapil, hope you're happy with that performance. Obviously, let me know in the comments what is up next for me in my next Dirt Rally 2 challenge. Really interested to see what comes up next. At some point it's going to throw rain at me and I'm going to be really unhappy with it, but it's going to happen, so we're going to have to just deal with it like an adult when it happens. Which means I'll be furious off screen, but really happy on camera. I'm joking. If you enjoyed that, please do click the like button. That's really, really appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Any questions or comments, as always, leave them down below. In particular, Kapil, looking for your suggestions for the next video. Don't forget I do stream on Wednesdays at 6 PM. It'd be wonderful to see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you next time in Dirt Rally 2, where hopefully... Oh, we're just coming up to the end, so we'll just watch my fantastic end. Woof. Can we, what other camera do we have to watch that in? Oh, no, that's no good. I was hoping there'd be a nice external camera. Oh, there we go. Just wall riding across the end of the track. That's how you finish a race in style, my people. Cool. As always, thank you very much for joining me.